Do not ever let anybody tell you what you can or cannot do. Okay, welcome back to my channel. My name is Seema. I have a message for you guys. You need to go after your dreams. You need to go after what it is that you want. You need to not let anybody or anything get in the way of you and your happiness and your success, which is coming ahead. If only you just kind of get on your own side, okay? Like, it's really important because so many people just like stay behind and they don't even tap into their potential even a little bit because they are worried about what people around them may think. But people don't know how to think. I hope you understand that. You know, it should be globally understood that most people don't think. They just recycle or reiterate patterns of thoughts in their mind that actually are not new or novel, innovative, inventive. They're not new thoughts. Okay? And usually these thought forms are just like opinions that are not even theirs, but opinions they've picked up from their parents. Like, people do not do the work to rewire themselves. It's like very few people in society that actually do this work. And the ones that do this work, you can see it. You can see it on them. You can see it in them. You can see it just like in the way they live. So in order to be free, you have to want freedom. You can't just like, do what everyone else is doing. You're not going to be free in that way. You're not going to be free in the mind, in the soul, or in the pocket. And these three components are very much interlinked. They are the same thing, actually. So embrace not giving an F about what anybody says or thinks. Like, again, people are botted, people are stupid, and I mean this like from my heart. Like, really, like, people are not aware of themselves, you know, and so like they don't know how to properly like interpret another like person who's actually in tune with themselves, or they don't know what to do when they see originality. They don't know what to do when they see innocence, when they see sensuality. Like, people don't know what it is to be like a very natural spiritual being because they're so disconnected from themselves. Everybody is. Most people are. You know, unless you've really done the inner work to disconnect from the botted nature that it has infected society. And like, and if you've done this work, then you'll know, because you will continue doing the work. It's never it never ends. And also it's a very painful, like, transformational process that comes with a lot of deprogramming. So you'll know, like, if you are on the path and if you've been like doing it, you know, properly. If not, I'm here to aid and assist you, as well as many other people online who are coaches are here to help you. I saw a comment the other day on one of my videos of somebody saying like coaching is like not, you know, a good career path. How did you find me? Like, how did you find my channel? Coaching is everything that I have learned has been through coaches and mentors, not my friends, not my family, okay? Like, not my immediate surroundings. It won't teach you shit. If you want to actually level up and grow and learn, you have to get out of your immediate surroundings, because you grew up in an environment that is one way. So if you want to grow, how are you gonna, you know, grow if you stay there? You're not gonna grow, right? It's just obvious. A lot of things that I try to tell you guys are obvious. You know, and like, I'm just here as like me. I don't really like have any expectations for any of the things I'm saying. Like, I just like want to help you guys, and I'm just here for you, really, and for myself as well. But yeah, so another thing as well that I really want to touch on is like vibration, right? Like, having a loving vibration is all important, because if you don't do things with love, then you're just like doing things for pretty much no reason. And this is a lesson that I'm currently learning as well, you know, because it's easy for me to sink into like work mode, and I very much become a workaholic that is like quite disconnected from my heart sometimes when I get down that path. And so I'm like attempting to be more light, have more fun, do all things with love and everything else. But when I'm in worker student mode, it's like I have to learn how to balance these sides of myself out. I don't know why I'm talking about myself. This is not about me. This is about you. I want to pull some cards for us, because I want to actually pull some cards as well for myself, but I did want to give you guys like a little bit of a card pull. The message is go after your dreams, and if anybody tries to silence you, leave them alone. Like, don't talk to them. Silence them instead by like just like not interacting, you know. Give your attention to people and things that support you and support your dreams and that don't judge you, because you are a multifaceted, loving being, and if you don't fit the mold or the standard that somebody else has for you, that's not your fault or your problem. It's just not your problem. Like, learn what are your problems and what are not your problems. You know, other people's problems are not your problems, babe. Like, other people's opinions are not your problems. Their opinion of you is not your problem. Your problem is, how do you serve the collective? How do you serve yourself? How do you show up for yourself and the people that you love? How do you move through the world? How do you feed your body through your eyes, ears, mouth, etc.? Right? How do you feed your mind? Right? What kind of information are you inputting within yourself, and how are you using that information to level up yourself and others, and how are you teaching that information? These are the things we should be worried about. How are you improving your skill sets? Not who's thinking what, okay? Messenger, funny, I said that. Serious energy, not like serious energy, but like serious energy. Okay. Bringing harmony and balance. That's so on point with everything we just discussed. Like, you are here to shine your light fully and be yourself fully in all of your embodiment. And that does not have to look normal. It can look foreign. It should look foreign, you know? This is so crazy. Like, in front of me, there are literally two guys in front of me that, like, don't even, like, know that I'm here. They haven't, like, paid attention to me once, and they're fixing a car right now, and I'm just, like, so happy to see that. Like, one of them just pulled up in their Beamer with, like, a spark plug, and they're, like, jump starting their friend's car, and, like, I just really want to say that, you know, you can help so many people. Like, you have the ability to reach people if only you were to tap into your greatness. And the cost of entry is embarrassment. You have to look stupid for a while, you know, but who really, like, takes the chance to do that? It's very rare, right? So, like, you know, unfortunately, the people that do, their immediate friends and family and society around them will try to stifle them and put them down, and they'll be like, oh, like, why are you doing this, or why are you doing that, or, you know, especially family. Because, like, suddenly the boundaries are blurred between, like, oh, I love you unconditionally, but, like, you're not the type of person I thought you were, or you're not doing what I want you to do. And then it's like, oh, do you really love me unconditionally? And you don't have to. But, you know, for you to be my family, those are my requirements. Like, we have to love each other unconditionally. You know what I mean? So, like, just see where your boundaries are with people, and understand that you are a sovereign individual being. You don't have to, you know, do what you don't want to do. And you can do exactly what you want to do. And you have that right. You have the right to spend your time the way you want to spend it, to spend your energy the way you want to spend it, to spend your money the way you want to spend it. Like, break out of your immediate community, society, because they will keep you stuck and trapped and broke. Okay? Really. This goes for a significant other as well. I have clients that come to me and they're like, oh, but my girlfriend or boyfriend, like, won't let me do that, or they don't like that, or break up with them. Like, what are you doing, like, staying with them? And then it's like, I can't help you there, because, like, you are under the you know, instructions of somebody else, you know, or you're under the just, like, the premise of another person's opinion, which is, like, poorly formed or ill-informed, or, like, you know, it's just, like, I don't know. It just makes me kind of upset to not see people be fully independent within themselves, okay? Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. We have so much within ourselves. Everything that we see on the outside, our body, our face, our bank account, our status, like our friends, our family, society, relationships, like All of these things are just a reflection of what's within. So when we actually take the time to go within, we'll see how deep we go. Did you know that underneath the pyramids, there were like caves that went like miles beneath the surface, and they built like whole underground systems. So it's not just what, and then they align themselves with the stars. As deep as you go, equally you will be far to rise. You will rise just as high. So do not shy away from going deep within yourself, from feeling love or any other emotion, and using these emotions to understand yourself, because that's what they're there for. Your emotions are a guidance system. They're there to help you and usher you further within. They're not meant to scare you or make you just feel pain. When I was going through my spiritual awakening, my first one, I always asked God, who I didn't know, I didn't have a relationship with God. I didn't really know who I was asking, but I asked God, why am I suffering so much? Why am I here in the human body if I'm just suffering so much? And I didn't get the answer right away, but the answer that I did get over time was that, I was supposed to suffer to learn that I don't need to suffer as much, number one. Number two, my suffering can be used to help myself and others. Number three, I'm meant to suffer so I can go deep. Because nothing will be a catalyst. Nothing else will catechise you into actually seeing yourself, into actually seeing the soul, into actually seeing God, into actually understanding who you are. Okay, I'm a Jiva Atma, I'm unconditional. I'm never born, I never die. Everything here that I go through is just my karma. I can detach from circumstance and I can control circumstance when I'm detached from it. I don't have to be emotionally involved within everything. I can learn how to ride my intuition instead of the rational or the emotional mind. No, I can learn how to ride the intuition, which is both of them under my control, right? So that's what I learned when I asked the question, why am I here if I'm just suffering? No, you are here suffering because you are meant to learn. These situations are meant to grow you, to grow your heart, to grow your soul, nothing else is going to grow you. Comfort is it doesn't get you anywhere. Even in business, this goes for everything, right? This is a universal law. When there is contrast, as my mentor Abraham Hicks says, when there is contrast, there is a progression, because there is further expansion outwards from a singular point which you currently reside on. So if there's some discomfort, that's good. That means you're moving in the direction of comfort. Does that make sense to you? Because if there's just numbness, then you don't know where you are in relation to comfort. You don't even know that comfort exists or how good it can get or anything. But when you're uncomfortable, when you're in pain, when you're hitting rock bottom, when you're depressed, you understand that, okay, I don't feel well. My natural state is well-being. Obviously, I need to move towards it. So let me do that inner work to move towards it. Let me face my wounds. Let me heal myself. Let me go within and, see myself in relation to God, that, okay, there's a creator here to help me. Okay, I understand now who I am. I'm not just a random speck of dust that was born. I have an infinite, ever evolving relationship with my creator. So, that was the answer of oh, why am I suffering? You're suffering because you're meant to learn. Nothing else is suffering is our greatest teacher. Nothing else is gonna teach you. Nothing will teach you. And we see ourselves suffering as well when we are apathetic towards certain things, or numb, which is never a good feeling, or when we are heartbroken or upset, or we want something. And it's okay to want things and to have desires that you progress towards. It's okay to. There's a misconception in spiritual communities, which I will never claim to be a part of, by the way. There's a misconception that states that I'm part of no community. Let's just get that very clear and very straight. So there's a misconception that states that, detachment should be the goal of human life, and it just doesn't make any sense. We're in these bodies, we are going to interact with our environment, we are attached in a way. Right, so the work that we do is to attain samadhi, right, or liberation, which will result in a detachment from our circumstances, but we're still in the body. Like, you can't ever separate yourself from your five senses. That's why meditation is so important, because you're not going to be meditating all the time. That's why you have to have a meditation practice, right? And I'm here to encourage you to try that every day. When you do, you'll be able to do things like read cards, or you don't even need cards. Like, personally, I don't need cards, but they help. You know, you can just read your life. Like, your whole life is not yet. Your whole life is a tarot card. Like, your whole life is a series of symbology. Does that make sense? You don't need anything. You don't need anything. You don't need cards. You don't need a partner. You don't need love. You don't need a relationship. You don't need friends. You don't need things. Like, that's what you'll learn as well. If you decide to go down a path of, like, awakening, you will understand that we don't need anything. We just need God. And we are fueled from within. Our life force energy gives us what we need naturally. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. That's so funny. Exactly. Like, everything that you need is inside of you. All the wisdom and knowledge and enlightenment, like, that you need in order to self-realize, or to realize anything around you, even any, like, technical knowledge or any type of studying, is found when we go within and actually tap into that superhuman intelligence, which is God's frequency and God's mind. Yeah, like, you have everything you need. I feel like really just saying that. You have all the tools. It's like you're sitting on it. It's like within you, you know? Earth school, life lessons, we just discussed this. Soul growth, study, higher learning. So yeah, like, essentially, there is never a time when you're not on the right path. You are always on the right path, even if you think that you're not, even if it looks like you're not. Even if, I hear appearances are deceptive. Do not trust the eye, right? The eyes. Trust the inner eye. That's why we shut our eyes when we meditate, so we can see clearly, you know, because sight is deceptive. Because this whole life is a dream, and this card really depicts that very well, actually. Yeah. When I say is a dream, it's because we create from the inside out. So we think that, you know, third dimensional tangible reality is the end all be all. It's not. We are the end all be all, and from within us, the whole world takes shape. It's so insane. Sometimes I'll be in, like, a negative mood, and because our emotions are so powerful, right? And I'll just notice things, like, around me mirroring that. But when I shift my mood and my inner state, things around me mirror that, because now my vibration has changed. So try it, you know, and understand that you are an ever-evolving, infinitely powerful being of creation as God's child. I love you very much. Thank you for watching and listening. That's what I had for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want. I do have a program launching December 1st. Stay tuned for that. I will be updating you guys in the comments, and, like, I have a group on Facebook and stuff, and we can chat more there. So I love you very much. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.